I can see it now. Do be a dear and make all the comments on Discord or anywhere else so all the world can see it. Preferably on Discord so we have it on record. This must be Gumshoe's idea of a joke. I guess he's starting off the year with one too. So, what are you gonna do about it, pal? What do you mean, what am I going to do about it? Well, it's your fault that the judge found the defendant guilty in this case. My fault? How do you figure that? Because the Phoenix Wright is super famous now. Well, maybe only sort of. Yeah, see what happens when you hotshots start getting full of yourselves? But I didn't do anything wrong. At least, not that I can remember. You better make this right, pal, now. And that makes taking this whole case back to court. Got it? Sounds like we got our first case of the new year. Let's tackle it with gusto. I don't know. The judge already issued a guilty verdict once in this case. It's not going to be easy to get it overturned. I guess that New Year's resolution is going to have to wait until next year. So you're taking the case, right? Good. I'm gonna head over to the courthouse then. After that, I'll go back to the precinct. Drop in if you need anything, okay, pal? So, I guess people are starting to get to know the name Felix Wright. If a client entrusts a case to me based on my reputation, I guess I kinda am responsible. But why would someone want to impersonate me? What sort of guy would do that? So, this case has some amazing music and some amazing set of characters. You are all in for a massive treat. And I don't know if you're going to be introduced to like one of the characters in this one, but I'm going to play the theme song for one of the characters in this, actually two of the characters in this case, when we're done streaming today. That is, of course, unless I have someone to raid. I don't think Ghost is streaming right now, I'm just going to check. No, he's not, so we're safe. You can get to hear a awesome song. So let's move to the detention center. Oh dear. Now then. This is so nerve-wracking. Waiting to meet a new client. I wonder what sort of person, just what kind of person you tricked and got found guilty. Keep it down, Maya. That kind of talk could ruin me. Ah! How could you, Mr. Wright? How can you do this to me? They put me in solidarity and I haven't been able to stop crying. Aren't you? Yes, I am. And I'm totally and utterly let down. Ah, are you? Don't pretend you don't know me. It's me, Maggie. Maggie Bride. Maggie Bride. Ah. Maggie Bride. She's the policewoman I defended that one time. She was accused of murdering her lover. He was a cop too. What are you doing in here? Didn't I get you acquitted? Oh, sure. Very funny. After that fifth-rate defense job, you come in here and start making jokes? You better hurry up and tell her what happened, Nick. Oh. I see. So that's where we stand right now. I'm sorry you've been caught up in another murder. My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. I vaguely remember her saying that exact same thing the other time. But I don't mind. What's one more disaster in my life? At least now the real Felix Wright is here with me. I won't let the world keep me down, sir. So, how come you're dressed like that, Maggie? Last year you looked so sharp in that police uniform. Huh, I was fired after that incident last year. Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay, I don't mind one bit. I enjoyed being on the force, but I think it was time for me to move on. So, what do you do now? In the second act of the life of Maggie Bride, I'm playing the role of a waitress. A waitress? Yes, in a French restaurant. It's a small place, but it's quite fashionable. My charming smile and shapely figure came through for me, and the owner, Mr. Armstrong, hired me straight away, sir. And then you got into this. Oh God, my throat is death right now. It's cracking from all of this, like trying to change it for these things. Oh, welcome back, Pix. That was fast. You missed us finding out that we have a impersonator. So remember when you said that time a long time ago when you were like in jest talking about a Felix Wright impersonator? You hit the nail on the head. Congratulations. That's what we have in this case. I think it was you who mentioned an impersonator at one time. And you had no idea how much I wanted to say, like, have you? Were you correct? So, so she has been declared guilty. That's the opening. You're gonna have to see the VOD for the rest. And then you got into this mess straight away, right? Yeah, you could put it that way. This whole mess started on the 3rd of last month. It happened at Tribulations. So, here's another thing. This restaurant has been referenced in previous games. I think as early as the first game, with the last case, the very last case, the From the Ashes, where they go to this French restaurant. That's this one. So technically, From the Ashes references this game because this game, that case came after this game, and yeah, timeline is messed up. Très bien. Yes, it's a restaurant where good service and friendly smiles are always included. Oh. There were two men at the table, both drinking coffee, and then... one of the men slipped some sort of poison into the victim's cup. The victim took one sip and was gasping for air. I was so shocked I passed out. Hey, hold on there, Maggie. What? You keep calling the guy the victim. Didn't you know the guy who was killed? Not at all. I've never seen the guy before. Oh. So she wouldn't have a motive to kill him then, I guess. And the other man, the killer, you saw him, right? Of course! A good waitress must be attentive to the clientele. Aww. Shiva is adorable. An adorable little bundle of destruction. So, you saw the killer, but were found guilty of the crime anyway? How come? You tell me, Mr. Wright. Ah, I guess the answer to that is my phony. Anyway, she saw the killer. Better see if I can get a description of the guy. Yeah, I think it was in the first game picks. I can't remember when, but it's like somewhere. Somewhere. So, if you saw the murderer, why were you still convicted? Because no one else saw. Saw what? The other man. The one who put the poison in the victim's coffee. I think I did, vaguely. Yeah, there was no chat, so yeah, I think I did vaguely do it, mention it. Maybe. Everyone testified that way. Mr. Armstrong, the customer, everyone. Okay. The victim was sitting alone at his table the whole time. But how's that possible? I don't know. But nobody, not one person would believe me, sir. Thank you. Even Phoenix Wright, my one last hope for a fair trial, failed me. What a pathetic defense. My granny could have done a better job. Look, that wasn't me, okay? And then they found something incriminating in my apron pocket. What? A small bottle of poison. What? Poison? It was in your pocket? Well, I passed out when the victim collapsed. The killer must have placed the poison into my pocket when I was unconscious. And no one else saw this other guy? No, sir. That's what everyone said. But I don't see how they could have missed him. I was the one who took the coffee to the two men. Oh? And what was your impression of them? Well, when I first saw them, I kind of thought they might be the music industry. In music? How come? Well, one of them had some sort of earpiece and an emo musician look about him. And there was a sample CD on the table, sir. Earpiece here? Yeah, I guess. An earpiece and a sample CD, huh? Did you get a look at the CD at all? It had a band name written on it. I think it was MC something? They must have been preparing for their debut, I guess. So, it was a band's CD. Maybe a promo disc. Maybe it was an MC screwdriver. Get serious, Maya. Would you buy a CD or group named that? What was the name of that group again? MC Hawkshaw? So no, Hacksaw. What about the killer? What did he look like? Well, I don't really remember. Only that he was a young man, well built like the victim, really. Oh yeah, I need to ask you about this. Hey, this article is about my case. Can you tell me anything about the guy who was pretending to be me? Sir, yes, sir. It was the morning after I'd been arrested. I met you in the visitor's room here. You were wearing one of your super sharp suits. Me? Yes, you, Mr. Wright. Hey, Maggie, was my evil double I am there too? No, I don't remember if only you, Maya. Oh. It would have been so cool. Then you get really worked up and passionate. I'm gonna get you clear that this crime, you said. Okay, I get the picture, but you met me in person before. So how come you didn't realize the guy wasn't real me? What about the accent? Meow. That's right. That's right. Thank you for saying that, because now I actually try to make him sound like Meowth a little bit, but I will probably fail because I haven't seen too much Pokemon in English when I was a child, because it was just in Norwegian.
That was in Swedish for me.
Only a little? Well, okay, so you're a bit taller than normal, and you looked a bit shady, and your voice was a bit weird. Oh, and you had this kind of funny accent, and so the guy was nothing like me then. But he had your spiky hair and blue suit. Is that all it takes for someone to imitate me? How about everyone else in the courtroom, like the judge and the observers? Didn't they realize I was an imposter? Everyone had these big question marks on their faces, but I see that no one wanted to say anything, sir. This case just keeps getting weirder and weirder. Mr. Wright, do you think it's possible to get a retrial? Probably. The court ruled it in absence of a genuine defense attorney, so we should be able to get a retrial. Mr. Wright, do you think we'll win next time, sir? Yes, I think that is quite correct. My life has been a full course meal of bad luck, complete with a defeat for dessert. Since I was 6 months old, when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building. I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of food, failed almost tests I've taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster. I've even landed a phony lawyer when I had the misfortunes of being accused of murder. But I will survive, because Maggie Bright always lives to fight another day. One day I'll find it, just you wait and see, sir. I'll just find that one single moment of good luck. It's really gonna pay for this. What are you staring at me like that for? Maya's right. Whatever it is, thought was a good idea. Whoever it was thought it was a good idea to use my name. And to get an innocent girl convicted of murder, I better watch out. We'll find him, don't you worry. We'll get Zin Elf for you. Thank you. I'll tell you where Tribulations then. Oh, the restaurant where the murder took place. Yes, sir. When you go, please tell Mr. Armstrong I said hi. Sure. All right, Nick. Let's head to this restaurant and this food. So, I would like to before I was distracted, I would first like to apologize for anyone who has experienced trauma watching Zero no Tsukaima, also known as Familiar of Zero. You will be very familiar with this trope of character.
Oh god. No. Don't tell me it's Louise.
No, it's not Louise.
Goodness. Which of them?
Wow, look at this place. Look, more like smell. What's with this suffocating scent of flowers in here? But then again, girls like this kind of thing, right? Actually, I'm not all that into it. No one's going to see us. Maybe no one's here. Don't be silly, Maya. This is a restaurant and it's open for business. Hello? Anyone here? Umbridge. Madam Umbridge. I don't believe it. There really isn't anyone here. Perfect. Let's get intrusive. If there's no one here, then we can take anything we want. Yeah, I suppose we can. Oh, I guess he isn't here yet. He'll be back later. Look at all the little trinkets tucked away in here. I bet Mr. Armstrong collected all of these personally. It is a good thing, yes, that the longer we have to wait until we face this person, the better. The first time I saw this person, my eyes bled. Let's see, a bouquet of flowers, some potpourri, and look, a Fina Bond china cups. I never knew you were so cultured. Come on, Maya, this is common knowledge. Any Joe Schmo knows this much. For the time being, yes. I mean, we're not going to be able to get into another court case today. Think back here. It's a rack full of fashion magazines, and they're all in French. Why don't you try wearing something a bit more chic sometime, huh, Maya? Yeah, I guess I could. I'm always in my acolyte clothes, aren't I? It'd be fun to wear some normal clothes every now and then. There's something stuffed behind the rack. Looks like a sports paper to me. Hey, and look at this. Someone scribbled a little doodle on one of the pages. MC Bomber? And 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros? $100,000? Maybe? I wonder what MC Bomber is supposed to be. This paper is from December 3rd. This paper is from the day of the poisoning. What? A paper from the day of the murder? This gotta be a clue. I should see if I can find some more about this paper. So, we have to go back to the detention center. Ask her about it. Ah, a sports paper. Let's see. Did Gushon Braun manage to defend his heavyweight title? Sorry, Maggie, that paper is actually a month old. It's from the day of the murder. And Gustson got knocked out yesterday, I'm afraid. Oh, no. I found this paper in the magazine rack at the Tribulations. Tribulations? Really? That's strange. Tribulations doesn't get newspapers. Mr. Armstrong says he's not really fond of them. Then maybe one of the customers left it behind. Anyway, what I want to take a look at is this scribble here. Aha! That's it, sir! MC Bomber! That was the name of what's written on the CD. Aww. You're just about to see the awesome guy. But okay. Thank you for dropping by, Carb. And I hope you'll have a nice evening. Just as I thought. I recommend checking out the VOD for this last part here. We're done in 5 minutes, but check out the VOD for the last 5 minutes for this there. I guess it was an MC Screwdriver after all. So, that $100,000 must be a down payment for a record deal, right? If someone gave me $100,000, I'd sing for sure. Master of Karain, or Spirit Song, or Maya's theme. Okay, Maya. So, if the sample CD was on the victim's table, that means this newspaper has belonged to the victim. You're right. So, the victim left this behind on the day of the murder, huh? I think we better step up the investigation, don't you think so, Nick? So, back to Tribulations. Okay, I actually have no idea how to voice act this guy. I just know it's going to be a pain. Oh la la, bonjour! Welcome to La Tribulations! Oh, hello? What happened to Maya? She's frozen stiff. Oh, bienvenue! Welcome to my petit restaurant! Bienvenue? Oh no, my petit chemin. Look at his face, like a kitten rejected by its own mother. You must not be fatigued, no? Alors, you need this. An aromatic bath oil melange of La Melrolier and La Rose. My personal recommendation. You think I need what? Oh, oui. Just add a couple of drops of this mixture to the bathwater and voila. It will soothe your body and mind. It is quite simply fantastic. Really? And for la Mozia. Who? Me? Oh, that's harsh, Myla. The doctor has nothing on this. That's harsh. Oh. No, that is not the naked apron. Thankfully. Look at that face, like the puppy rejected by life itself. You are fatigued, no? For you, monsieur, I recommend this. Oil of bergamot. Maybe a hint of... oui, oui. Voilà la peppermint and la clay sage for fragrance exceptionnelle. Such an invigorating recipe will bring out your delicious beauty, monsieur. My beauty? Alors, if you would be seated, I will bring you a special menu of the day. Oops. Actually, we're not here to eat. We're lawyers. Ah, ma bien sûr. I know this already, monsieur. You are La Phoenix, right, no? Yes, you know me. Mais oui, oui. I never forget a man who flirts with me, especially in court. I guess he was cross-examined by a mysterious xenophobe. It looks like everyone to deal with this case already knows who I am already. I wonder what sort of impression xenophobe have been leaving on people, don't you? Allow me to introduce myself to you again. I'm Sean Armstrong. Enchanté. And I think we're gonna stop here. Before my voice takes a complete nosedive. And I already feel my voice straining from doing this voice acting. Oh. Okay. Oh. I think I'll make the voice like that, however. And I'll just pain myself through it. Be very, very mindful and be very, just drink a lot of water when I do it. So, the songs I was going to play for you before we stop for ending. How about you don't? So, there are two songs. There is, let's see, there's this one and this one. There are two of them. They last for about 3 minutes total. How about you don't? So, that is for tonight, of course. I will see if I can have, if I am home, not out of my house this weekend. I mean, yeah, I'll put on more editing for Justice for All, so I can see if we can get all of that up on YouTube. I didn't do it last weekend because we were out and about all day, so I didn't do it. I'll try to remember to do it during this weekend so I can get more stuff of it. I think I am on I'm not sure how far I've gotten quite yet. But I still have quite a bit ways to go in order to fix my the record there. Yeah, I've only done two of quite a lot more. I have edited two of 9, so I have 7 more episodes of Justice for All to do. So the two songs here are amazing. I'm just going to play parts of the first one because it kind of goes in repeat, but actually I'm going to play it now. It's amazing. It's just this. It's just fun. Listen to this. So it's like it's fun. It just goes on like this. The stuff is good. So Monday we'll be playing more of this, of course, and on Friday we'll be doing more Fire Emblem. Jeez, that was hard. So, and also, I have one particular reason to dislike this song. The song is good. Seriously, the song is good. I just loathe it because I use it as my my wake up alarm during some parts of my university time because it was just super straight and to the point. super loud and just super like stuff is going down and you need to get up.